Okay, so I've got two solid identical spheres attached to the ends of a solid cylinder as shown below. So it looks a bit like a rolling pin, really, doesn't it? You've got a cylinder here and two identical spheres then both ends. So we've got like a cross section here, a side view, looking at it, and we're asked to find the total length x of the object. Okay, and we're told that the radius is r of the sphere and it's the same as the radius of the cylinder. And we're told that the length of the cylinder is 9r, so I can put that there. So we're not actually given like a numerical value for it, we're just told it's 9r, so it's in terms of r. And of course then we can put the radius here of the sphere, so the radius, remember, goes from the edge of the sphere to the centre. Okay, and by that then we could actually work out the overall length x in terms of r, couldn't we? Because if you think about it, for a sphere, well, that's going to be double the radius, yeah? So the diameter across is double that, so that's going to be 2r. And then we've got 2r then the other side, okay, for the other sphere, because it's identical. And then of course in the middle then, you've just got the length of the cylinder, which we know is 9r. So if you add these together, you get the total length to be, well, that'll be 13r, won't it? 2r plus 9r plus 2r is 13r. Okay, but they want a numerical answer, okay? So it's no good just leaving it as 13r. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the formula. We're told that the total volume is this, so we can say, look, 4/3 pi r cubed. That's what a sphere is, okay? And we've got two of these, haven't we? We've got another sphere here, so that's one of them. So we want to sort of double that, yeah? And then that will be then added to then our cylinder, which is pi r squared times the height. So remember cylinder, pi r squared h for cylinder, so that'll be pi r squared times 9r. Okay, so the height of the cylinder is 9r, and that will total then to 3340. Okay, so my calculator, when I type this in, now I'm going to type in to get some numbers out. Well, 2 times 4/3 will be 8/3, so I'm going to type in 8/3 for the two spheres, times 3.14 for pi, times then r cubed, okay, and then plus then pi then, but there's a 9 as well, so I'm going to need to have the 9. Let's put the 9 in the front. 9 times pi then 3.14, and then r squared times r. Notice here we're timesing that. R squared times r, well, rules of indices says that when we times in use, we've got to add the powers. So that power there is 1, so we get r cubed again, right? And that equals to 3340. So then it's a case of getting our calculator. Let's work that out. So 8/3 times 3.14, so I get 8.373 recurring, okay, and then plus then 9 times 3.14, so I get 28.26, okay. So don't forget the r cubed there, yeah, after that calculation, and the same here, r cubed here. Okay, now I need to put these two together, and you just need to appreciate that you are literally collecting these terms, and it's like, how many r cubes have I got, okay? So that stays as r cubed, yeah? We don't do anything to the r cubed, because you're adding the terms, okay? You don't do anything to the powers, you don't change the powers. You only change the powers when you're multiplying, yeah? So when I was multiplying this earlier, I added the powers. But when it comes to adding terms, you just see how many you've got. It's collecting them. So you've got to think, well, I've got about 8 here, and I've got about 28 here, so that adds up to about 36-ish. So we get our calculator to work it out exactly. But it's like, how many r cubes have I got? So let's type that in, 8.373. Sorry, the 3 is recurring, so I'll press shift recurring button, add then 28.26. in a sec, the plus doesn't work there. Let's do that. I've got, what's that come out to be? I've got 36.63 recurring. So that is how many r cubes I've got now. So that equals the 3340. R cubed then, well, we share then to get the r cubed. So if I do 3340 divide by the answer I had previously, I get then 91.1737, etc. Now that, of course, is r cubed. I want to get r, so I need to cube root it. Cube root my answer. So if I cube root my answer on my calculator, cube root ans, I get pretty much, it comes up nicely to be 4.5 there, yeah? Okay, so that's what r is. The radius is 4.5 centimeters. But remember, I wanted the total length, which was 13 lots of r. So x was equal to 13r, so you just got to multiply 13 lots of 4.5. And we do that on a calculator, and we can get 58.5 centimeters. That will be my total length there for the object.